Hello and welcome to 5Tech. This is Abbas. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss about CloudTrail and the important sub-modules that we're going to discuss in this is what is CloudTrail. First, we're going to talk about what exactly CloudTrail is, what are CloudTrail events, what are management events, data events, insights events. Then CloudTrail event history, what are trails, what are organization trails, how do you manage CloudTrail. Okay, let's start off. What is CloudTrail? CloudTrail is an AWS service that helps you to enable governance, compliance, and operational and risk auditing of your AWS account. Okay, actions are taken by a user, role, or any AWS services or any AWS service are recorded as event in CloudTrail. Event include actions taken in AWS Management Console, AWS Command Line Interface, and AWS SDKs and APIs. Note, very important thing, CloudTrail does not log all AWS services. There are umpty number of services in this. There are specific services which CloudTrail doesn't consider. So some AWS services do not enable logging of all APIs and events. Even if you configure logging all management and data events in a trail, you will not create a log with all possible events. Event history allows you to view, search, and download the past 90 days of activity in your account. In addition, you can create a CloudTrail to archive, analyze, and respond to changes in your AWS resources. A trail is a configuration that enables delivery of event to an S3 bucket that you specify. Remember one important thing, the AWS bucket, if it is existing bucket, you can attach it, or you can create a new S3 bucket while you are performing a CloudTrail lab. You can also deliver and analyze events in a trial with Amazon CloudWatch logs and Amazon CloudWatch events. You can create a trail with CloudTrail console, the AWS CLI, or CloudTrail API. Now, you can create two types of trail for AWS account. A trail that applies to all regions. When you create a trail that applies to all regions, CloudTrail records events in each region and delivers the CloudTrail event log file to S3 bucket that you had specified or connected to your CloudTrail S3 bucket that you specified. If a region is added after you create a trail that applies to all the regions, the new region is automatically included and events in that region are logged. This is default option when you create a trail in the CloudTrail console. A trail that applies to one region, earlier we spoke about multi-regions, out here we talk about a single region. Create a trail that applies to one region. CloudTrail records the events in that region only. It then delivers the event logs to an Amazon S3 bucket that you specify. If you create additional single trails, you can have those trails delivered CloudTrail event log files to the same S3 bucket or to separate bucket. In case if you want a separate bucket, so that's a different thing. If you want, you can have a single bucket too. This is the default option when you create a trail using AWS CLI or the CloudTrail API, right? CloudTrail is enabled on your account when you create it. When activity occurs in your account, it's recorded in a CloudTrail event. You can easily view recent events in the CloudTrail console by going to event history. AWS CloudTrail, you can monitor your AWS deployments in the cloud by getting a history of AWS API calls for your account, including API calls made via AWS Management Console, the AWS SDKs, the command line tools, and the higher level AWS services. Single region or multiple region. For both types of trails, you can specify an Amazon S3 bucket from any region. Means it's not confined to a specific region. You can also identify which user and accounts called AWS APIs for service that supports CloudTrail, the source IP address, the calls are made from, when the calls occurred. You can integrate CloudTrail into applications using API, automate trail creations for your organization, check the status of your trails, and control how admin turns CloudTrail logging on and off. What are management events? Management events provide info about management ops that are performed on resources in your account. These are also known as control plane operations. Example, say IAM, you have identity and access management where you attach a role policy. Next example is registering devices like EC2, create a default VPC, that is virtual private cloud. What are data events? Data events provide info about resource ops performed on or in a resource. They are also known as data plane operations. Data events are often high volume activities. The following two data types are recorded. S3, where you get object, delete object, or put object. That is, you save the objects or delete the objects. Okay. Also, you have Lambda. Lambda is again a serverless concept that we'll discuss in that you can see my other videos. Okay, about Lambda. What are insights events? Insights events capture unusual activity in your AWS account. Detects unusual activity. Insights events are logged to a different folder on prefix in the destination S3 bucket for your trail. Again, it's the same S3 bucket which was through which you get the info or the logs. You can also see the type of insight and the incident time period when you view insights event on CloudTrail console. Insights events provide relevant info such as application API, incident time, and stats basically that helps you to understand and act on unusual activity. Okay, are there limits? Yes. Let's look into the limits. Your account typically logs no more than 20 Amazon S3 delete bucket API calls per minute. But your account starts to log an average of 100 delete buckets API calls per minute. Your account typically logs 20 calls per minute to the Amazon. EC2 authorizes security group ingress API, but your account starts to log 0 calls. Okay, what is CloudTrail event history? CloudTrail event history provides viewable, searchable, downloadable record of past 90 days of CloudTrail events. In past 90 days, if any of the logs exist and you haven't seen the records or you haven't scanned through, you can just go to the cloud history and you can see from now to back 90 days. You can use this history to gain visibility into action taken in your AWS account in the AWS Management Console or AWS SDKs, command line tools, and other services. What are trails? Trail is a configuration that enables delivery of CloudTrail event to an Amazon S3 bucket, CloudWatch logs, and CloudWatch events. You can use a trail to filter the CloudTrail event you want delivered. Encrypt your CloudTrail event log files with AWS Key Management Service key. Obviously, encryption is for security purpose. And set up Amazon Simple Notification Service either through your mail or mobile where you get the info on your mail. What are organization trails? Organization trail is config that enables delivery of CloudTrail events in the master account and all member accounts in an organization to the same Amazon S3 bucket. CloudWatch logs, CloudWatch events. Creating an organization trail helps you to define a uniform event login strategy for your organization wherein you can organize all your logs basically. How do you manage CloudTrail? You have a CloudTrail console. You can use and manage CloudTrail services with AWS Account Trail console. Console provides a UI, that is user interface, for performing tasks such as viewing recent events and event history for your AWS account, downloading a filtered or complete file of the last 90 days of event, creating and editing CloudTrail. Okay, configuring CloudTrail trails, including select and S3 bucket, setting a prefix, configuring delivery to CloudWatch logs, using AWS KMS keys for encryption, enabling SNS notification, adding and managing tags for your trails. Thank you very much. If you like this, kindly subscribe to my channel, and any of the feedback is welcome here. Thank you very much again.